I don't know if I'm actually going to post these things. Um, I've been thinking about starting like a personal growth vlog to put on YouTube, just to sort of give my take on my own personal growth and like how I deal with everyday stresses and where I'm at with myself, and hopefully that might help other people. So I want to start a little bit with a little bit of my backstory. We're not going to get really big into it. Maybe later. But like most people in America, I did not have the best childhood growing up. That left me with a lot of trauma. Like most people in America, left me with a lot of trauma and a lot of PTSD and a lot of issues that I have to work through now as an adult. I'm currently 25. I'll be 26 in March. And the last, like, probably 5 years of my life has been me trying to just learn how to cope with how I feel about everything that I've been through, and managing my mental health and my stress, and becoming the best version of myself that I can be. So I feel like this past year has been the biggest year of growth for me. That has led me to becoming a much happier person, a much more able to function person. And a lot of that has to do with erasing toxicity in my life and learning my worth. When I was younger, this is a very big part of my personality, is that I push my own feelings aside for others. And I always like to make sure that everybody is happy, even if that means at the expense of my own happiness. And I've always been that way. But recently, I've learned that that doesn't create any fulfillment within me, within my soul. And so what I've been doing is dropping that mentality where I can, and realizing that I can't make everybody happy. And that's not my job. It's not our job to create fulfillment in everybody else's lives and to instill happiness in everybody's lives all the time. We can do that and help other people be happy, but as long as it's not at the expense of our own happiness. So that's the big thing that I've been learning. And what I've been doing is focusing on me and what I need as a human, and what I need to deal and cope with the things that I've been through. Whether that means, I don't know what that means for you, if that means going to therapy or just having a friend to talk to, or going to see a doctor and getting on medication, or whether that's meditation or taking a long walk or exercising or eating right, whatever that means for you. For me, what that meant was I had to hit rock bottom where I thought I was going to die in order to realize what I needed in order to live a happy and fulfilling life. So what I did was I talked to my doctor, and we had a very long, in-depth discussion about my past and everything that I've been through and how it affects me and how it affects my mental health. And he prescribed some medications for me that I've been on for a couple of weeks now, that are really helping. And I've also learned and determined that I am capable of not sleeping till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm capable of getting up and starting my day right and taking some me time to get in a good headspace and to feel good. And if that's whatever your vices are, I know mine's definitely coffee in the morning and my Juul. whatever your vice is, if that's self-care or I don't want to like sound like I'm promoting bad habits, but like if getting up and having a cup of coffee and a smoke makes your day go much better, then get up and do that. Give yourself the time in the morning or whenever you get up to start your day right, doing the things that make you happy. And so I want to walk you through what I did this morning. I don't have to be at work till 4. It's presently almost 1 o'clock. I've been up since 9:30. I got up, I took the dog out. We spent like an hour outside in the sunshine, soaking up the vitamin D. I'm also vitamin D deficient, so I need to do that as often as I can, and I take my multivitamins to help my body do everything. I also live with fibromyalgia and PCOS, so often my body has a very hard time functioning on a normal level, and I have a lot of hormone imbalance issues that require a little more maintenance. So I've been getting in the habit of getting up well before I have to make sure that I start my day off right. So I took the dog out and we spent some time in the sunshine. I called my mom because talking to my mom always makes me feel better. I came back in, I made a cup of coffee that I sat here and I sipped while I painted my nails. And that's one of the things that make me happy. And it makes me feel better about myself to do something that's a creative outlet that I can have a physical outcome of, which are my pretty nails, and they're very, very nice. They're like a navy blue, and I did some really pretty sparkles, which I'm really excited about for the spooky fall time. And watching couponing videos. Like, that's really random, but that's what I wanted to do today, was watch some couponing videos. And that's what I've been doing. And it makes a world of difference. A couple of weeks ago, I would have, if I have to be at work at 4, I would have gotten up at 2. Gotten up really hastily, really in a rush, took the dog out quick. I would hop in the shower really fast to leave by 3 to be there by 4. And that's just not how I want to live my life anymore. So I think I want to start doing like a video vlog of the good things and the bad things, showing you when I have a spiral, talking about what that means, how that feels, and how I get myself out of it. Or if I can't get myself out of it, how I ride it out, how I don't let it weigh me down after the fact, how I process and get over it. So if that's something that everybody's interested in experiencing and going on a journey with me for, then welcome and let's go. I think that there's not enough talk about mental health and coping and the different options that there are. There's so many people that are like, it's only one way, or it's this way, or that's a bad way. However you need to cope with what's going on in your life is how you need to cope. And there are better ways to cope than others, but if you're coping and you're finding that your coping mechanisms are making you happy and are keeping you afloat, that's all that matters. And I want this vlog to be sort of a resource for people to watch and see that they're not alone. You're not the only person going through these things, and you're not the only person who's living by trial and error on how to deal with stress and PTSD and trauma. And even if you haven't experienced those things, how you deal with your own stress and how you help yourself be your own best self. So I think that's what this is going to be. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because that's what we're going to be doing here. So I hope you enjoy the journey. I'm going to start vlogging and editing. This is not going to be an edited video. This is just like an introduction. But I'm going to start vlogging and editing and just talking about like my everyday life and how I get through it living in the Big Apple. So welcome. I hope you enjoy.